Hi, this is Zibby Owens, and you're listening to Totally Booked with Zibby, formerly Moms Don't Have Time to Read Books. In my daily show, I interview today's latest best-selling, buzziest, or underrated authors and story creators whose work I think is worth your time. As a bookstore owner, publisher, author, and obviously podcaster, I get a comprehensive look at everything that's coming out and spend my time curating the best books so you don't have to. Stay in the know, get insider insights, and connect with guests like I do every single day. For more information, go to zibbymedia.com and follow me on Instagram at Zibby Owens. Gus Morais is the author of Taylor Swift, Unofficial Search and Find Biographies. And by the way, how exciting that today is the day for the new Taylor Drop album. I am like such a Swiftie, and my kids are Swifties. And anyway, we're all very, very excited around here. Gus Morais is an award-winning Brazilian illustrator based in Madrid, Spain, known for his intricate and vibrant illustrations filled with joy, densely populated scenes. And with nearly 15 years of experience, Gus has created work for major international clients across editorial, publishing, advertising, and entertainment, including The Washington Post, Warner Brothers Games, Lego, DC Comics, LucasArts, Wizarding World, and AT&T. He is the longtime creator of The Washington Post's annual Christmas Search and Find illustration. Welcome, Gus. Thank you so much for coming on Totally Booked to talk about Taylor Swift, Unofficial Search and Find Biographies, illustrated by you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the one.
Very happy to share more details about this book with you.
Yes, I can't wait. And you live in Spain now, is that right? You're Brazilian living in Spain?
Yeah, perfect. I've been living here in Spain for 2 years now, but I lived all my life in Brazil.
Wow, amazing. And you are, I'm assuming, a Swiftie? Yes? No?
Well, I'll be very honest here about this. I knew very little about Taylor Swift when I started this book. My sister was like the big Swiftie that I knew. So I started making lots of research and, listened to all the songs, all the albums. I've read all the lyrics carefully. And I love doing research. So it was great. It was so cool. And that's it. In the end of the process, I can say that I know a lot about Taylor Swift. I can talk a lot about songs and, the lyrics and the memes and everything about Taylor Swift, because I had to make this immersion into this universe, which is very, very complex, full of rich imagery. And that's it.
Wow. So how did this project come to be then? Your sister asked you to do it, or you were assigned from the publisher? What happened?
No. So it was like this. The publisher, which is from the Cider Mill Press and HarperCollins Focus, they contacted me asking to make a search and find book. And when I've made the first meetings, I had to discuss some details about my process with the design team, but I still didn't know yet about what would be the search and find book. And then I had the opportunity to discuss it with the publisher himself. And he brought the idea like, hey guys, we want so much to make this search and find book with you. And we have this idea of making, biographies, but in search and find form. So figure out telling the story of the life of someone and using the search and find style to show the details, to show Easter eggs. And then he said, and the first person I am thinking about is Taylor Swift. And then, like I said, I didn't know very much about Taylor Swift, but I knew things like I knew about her music videos, which are full of details. I know that there is a lot of lore, the things that they build, the concepts for every album, and the fans also help to build part of this lore by, contributing with lots of things. So when he told me that, I was like, okay, I have a big work to do now with research, but I thought it was great because I knew it was an artist with lots of things for me to research, to draw, and Taylor Swift is very, colorful and I like making, colorful and detailed drawings. She's all about Easter eggs. So this is something in common with my work, which is, basically making detailed illustrations, but with lots of things for people to find. And so I thought it was a perfect choice to make this first biography book, starting with Taylor Swift.
Perfect.
And well, my sister actually is very happy right now because she's a huge fan, and she has the book made by her brother to read about her favorite artist. So it was very cool for me too.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it. Were you surprised when she announced Confessions of a Showgirl, the new album, which when this releases, it will be on the day this album is coming out. What do you expect given how much you know about what she writes about? Do you have any guesses as to the content of the album or anything else?
Okay, so this news about the new album were like, we are promoting the book right now, and I keep like reading everything about the news and etc. about Taylor Swift because, well, it's I've made a book about her career, so I like to to keep track of what she's doing, and I think it was great news. Actually, I think the book right now is like a very cool and interesting way for fans, day one fans to new fans to catch up with everything Taylor Swift has done so far until the new era starts. So I think our book is being published, in a great timeline.
Yep.
And well, and as soon as the new record is like on stores and stuff like that, I will keep my eye and my ears on all the stuff related to Life of a Showgirl, so I can, bring new images, bring new illustrations, showing things about this new era. And there are a lot of new things in Taylor Swift's life that could appear in this new era too. Like she's getting engaged. So I think there are a lot of interesting imagery that she already shared in the photo sessions for the new album, which gives some, I don't know, some Las Vegas vibes and, this kind of stuff. So I keeping an eye on it. So yeah, we're going to have something about the new era. But like I told you, I think this book is the perfect way to catch up with everything she has done so far until we see what she will develop for the new era, right?
And I think I said the name wrong. Did I say Confessions instead of Life of a Showgirl? Anyway, Life of a Showgirl.
Yeah,
Sorry about
Life
that.
of a
Sorry.
Showgirl, yeah.
My daughter would literally like kill me for getting that wrong. I'm surrounded by Swifties.
Okay.
Have you been to a concert or no?
No. When I was when I arrived in Madrid, I heard that she was going to have two concerts here in Madrid. So I didn't go to the concert, but I kind of kept, reading the news, seeing, I could see the fans in the streets, like, with t-shirts. And it's kind of when she arrives to make a concert in a city, kind of everything around, the concert, it changes a lot, the things in the city, so I could see people kind of very excited and engaged in the streets to attend to the concert. But yeah, I haven't been in a concert, but my sister was in, I think, 2 or 3 concerts of Taylor Swift already in Brazil. So I know it's a huge and special experience. She later shared with me some pictures and all the outfits that the fans create to oh, I love this song, so I will make an outfit with my own ideas to make a reference to the song. So it's incredible. I think it's so fun.
I've been to 2 Taylor Swift concerts. I have to say.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'm very, very lucky. My daughter, as I mentioned, one of my 4 kids is super obsessed, and so we've been following her forever. I wore a shirt that said "In My Mom Era," which I thought was hilarious. So anyway,
Okay.
I'm eagerly awaiting the album, and I know that I will be hearing it through my kids and myself. Honestly, with this book though, which is incredible. I mean, it's the Where's Waldo of Taylor Swift. It's really insane, and every color palette of each illustration 2-page spread is different. The tone is different, the vibe, and yet you hide all these things in each like illustration with so many things. I mean, how many elements do you think are in each one with people and buildings? And there must be thousands.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a lot. Well, I can give you like a rough count, like I think for people, well, in a regular spread, I usually add like, 400 to 600 people in a spread. And this is a lot if you consider. I will show you one example here. For example, this one, okay, where we show
So we're looking at this is the Fearless 2006-2010 spread.
Perfect.
Amazing. Yes.
So yeah, it's like a kind of a high school scene, right? So yeah, we have here, for example, 500, 600, maybe more. Okay, sometimes 800 people. And well, actually, to be clear with you about this, before I start drawing, I make a research where, well, first of all, I've read a lot about Taylor Swift, listened to all songs, but I make lots of notes. And if I find something interesting, I will be putting a note and put it, like, okay, she had this dog at this time, and it was, a dog like that with a fur with this color. I have this note there. Or, for example, well, when she lived in the Christmas tree farm, her family had this kind of car. And how do I know she had this kind of car? Because I was like, playing and pausing the music videos where she was sharing footage from her childhood, like Christmas tree farm video. There is another song also where she shows also some images and visuals from her childhood. And well, I just keep notes, lots of notes. And when I have a very, very big list, so like I think 50, 100 Easter eggs, then I start composing and sketching and drawing and fitting everything wherever is possible. And also, regarding the spaces and the locations, for example, for the first spread, which is like for the debut era, right?
Yep.
So we show some scenes here from her childhood or from her teenage years. So yeah, for this one, I was thank you, Zibby. For this one, I was like searching for the architecture of the bars and the concert houses in Nashville, for example, or for example, in the Bluebird Cafe, where, Taylor was kind of discovered there, like, okay, let's go. And then I have the Bluebird Cafe drawn in a very similar architectural style. So the main buildings from Nashville, some skyscrapers, they are there too. The school where she studied is also there, Windcroft School. This is all based in research. And for me, it's like for search and find, is the more material, the more information I have, the better for the drawing. So it's impossible to make a search and find with 5 items to find. So for me, the more I have, the more I add. And yes, I think the fans who, who are starting to learn about Taylor or who already know a lot about her will have different levels of things to find. Some will find like 100 things. Other ones will find like 200. Some ones will find less or more. But I think this is a fun thing because I think each one of the fans will have its own experience, and will be able to relate to the moment of her career or that specific album. So, well, that's it. It's a lot of things too.
It's a lot of things.
In a single book. Yeah.
I'm ridiculously impressed by how much you could fit in here, the creativity involved. My favorite page is this double spread in the middle of the Eras tour, which, as I told you, I went to that concert, but still, the way you did it. So in the middle, you have this amazing spread where you can open it up. Oh my gosh, it's like it's so cool. Look at that stadium. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is such a work of art, and it's just amazing. I know I keep saying that word, but it's breathtaking how much work and effort and time. I mean, how long did this whole book take you to put together?
I think in total, maybe 8 to 9 months. Whoa. I think it was. Yeah. So some early time with research and then the remaining time for sketching, drawing, and coloring. I think that was it. And we have some extra time from the design team who, as you could see, made a marvelous job. Like this foil here is I love it. It shines like this. It's incredible. So they were very, very, very careful with the material. So the book looks like, the most beautiful it could look. So I think it took a bit more time than this 9 my part was like 8 to 9 months researching and drawing everything.
Well, this is even this heart on the cover that shimmers.
Yeah.
Just the coolest.
Yeah.
Are you going to do another, like, what is your next project? And are you going to do another illustration around the next phase, this new album and the next phase and her getting married and all the stuff?
Okay, so yeah, we're going to make another illustration, another spread. We don't know yet how we are going to approach this, but we are going definitely to have a spread about this new era. It's like, I think it's a matter of see how this era develops, the things that she will bring to the concerts, the Easter eggs that she will hide in the, in the music videos. The fans will bring new stuff too. So I think it's something that I will build while this new era develops. So we are going to have this for sure, and we are figuring out ways of doing this in a cool way. So yeah, we are going to have it. I already have some ideas, but I have to wait because the album needs to be released yet. But yes.
And are you going to take on any other search and find books? Like, what's the next one in the series going to be?
Okay, so I have I've been creating a very special partnership with Cider Mill Press and HarperCollins. So we're kind of making a universe of search and find books. This is the idea. So the next one that we are creating right now is not about a biography about some celebrity. I'm making a search and find with Halloween theme, but with my own approach to it. So I've been developing, my way of working is like, I like to pay homage to traditional things, but I like to bring a more modern and fresh twist to it. So it's like, my book, you can say, well, it's, like, where is Waldo for Swifties? Yeah, I think it could be a way of telling this. And yes, I am a big fan of the work of the author of Where's Waldo, which is Martin Hanford. And yeah, it's great. It's one of my biggest references. But for example, my use of colors or the cultural references from, pop culture and all this stuff are things that are part of my time and of my life. So I try to, bring this approach of the big classic traditional search and find that I love with a new approach which looks like fresh and modern. And for this Halloween book will be the same. So yeah, you can expect like pumpkins and, scary scenes, but mix it with lots of fun and creating some crazy characters and having, lots of fun creating it. And yes, we are going to have some other book about other artists or, important cultural figures in the world, but this is still being defined.
Very exciting. Well, I love this book so much. It is the perfect gift. It is the perfect way to celebrate the new album and get a piece of Taylor's world, even if you are not at the concert. And even if you're not a big Swiftie, it is still a really great intellectual exercise to try to find and hunt down all of these things that you've hidden in here so geniusly. So congratulations on this fabulous, fun ode to Taylor for all ages, really. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Zibby. And I'd like to you told something interesting, like, people who are not exactly Swifties could read the book and have some fun. And I truly believe this because one of the interesting aspects of this book is, well, I've read all the lyrics, right, from Taylor. And for every spread, each spread is related to an era, to an album, right? So I've drawn one specific, situation based in my interpretation of each lyric from each album. And, Taylor Swift songs tell a lot about, feelings and very, sometimes very intimate things and things that people, the fans, can relate to, to the lyrics. And I think even if you're not a fan, you can, read a lyric and have like, whoa, this is nice. I actually, during my research, I was reading some lyrics that I was like, whoa, this is a great line. So this means that, I think in this way, the book can communicate to, okay, in one deeper level with fans, but people who don't know very much about Taylor Swift, they will have a bunch of material to learn about her life, but also to have fun, with the situations that I've drawn. And some, and actually some situations are more like emotional too, not always funny. So there are many ways to approach these little drawings, these little situations, these little stories that I included in the book. So yeah, I think it's a like you told, it's a good gift to everyone who may enjoy, having a cool time with a search and find book.
And are you sending her a copy?
Well, I have to figure this out with my publisher. But I would love her to take a look. And I must tell you that I made this with lots of respect and, to every detail. I wanted to make a work that was true to, the complexity and all the work, all the feelings, everything that she has put into her work. So I was very respectful to that. And well, if she likes it, I think it's amazing.
Amazing. Well, congrats. I'm hoping that she is the next one holding this up and telling everybody to go find her with it. So okay. Congratulations, Gus, and wishing you all the best.
Thank you very much, Zibby.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to Totally Booked with Zibby, formerly Moms Don't Have Time to Read Books. If you loved the show, tell a friend, leave a review, follow me on Instagram @ZibbyOwens, and spread the word. Thanks so much. Oh, and buy the books.